The newly elected Pope Francis was officially inaugurated at a mass in St. Peter's Square in Vatican City. The first Latin American pope spoke to thousands of people, including political and religious leaders. One of the event's coordinators and UNT professors says bringing Campesine to UNT has a much bigger purpose for these students. UNT encourages students to recycle by placing bins such as these throughout the university, but it doesn't just stop there. Its green motto is now expanding to housing and residence halls. Hola, bienvenidos a una edición más de NT Daily en español. Soy Cinthia Campillo. Y comenzamos con un nuevo informe sobre el nivel de peligro para el público por pandillas de Texas. The Texas Department of Public Safety dice que las pandillas en el estado han crecido a más de 100,000 miembros en más de 25,000 pandillas diferentes. Rancher Tom Culver lives for moments like these, where he can admire the family ranch that his great-grandfather worked hard for. It belongs to him now, but there's a problem. His ranch bears the scars of a severe drought over the last couple of years.
2010 and 2011, we had pretty severe drought, and it's still occurring. We're still in it, even though we've had a little bit of rain.
Culver owns one of the nearly 2,600 farms and ranches in Denton County. He is also the president of the Denton County Farm Bureau and says he has been affected firsthand by the lack of rain on all 300 acres of his property.
I had an extensive loss over these last couple of years, so it's reduced my acreage for the number of cattle that I can run because I don't have enough forage in the spring and summer for them to graze upon.
He says last year, instead of waiting to feed hay to his herd of 50 in the winter, he began in the summer, and several parts of his property, usually covered by grass, have not recovered to their original condition. Culver says, although his property appears to be mostly green, the lack of rain has caused weeds to grow instead of grass, which are not useful for his cattle. One local drought expert says seeing rain in the forecast does not mean the county is out of the drought.
We haven't had the succession of months of normal or above normal precipitation that it takes to really come out of a long-term drought like that.
Calvert says with government regulations and the growing cost of equipment, it is becoming more difficult to be a profitable rancher, and the drought is not helping. Cinthia Campillo, NT Daily News. Charlie Rogers never dreamed of becoming a painter, but he also never imagined, decades after coming back from war, he would be painting to cope with his anger. Rogers is a Vietnam veteran who suffers from multiple physical and mental illnesses, including PTSD. He takes more than 40 different medications every day.
Actually, I started dealing with PTSD better once I met Cindy and I started doing artwork.
Here, Rogers meets with art teacher Cindy Hasio at a Dallas half-price bookstore. Other days, it's at a studio in her house. This is how Hasio, who is also a veteran, dealt with her PTSD.
I was scared of people when I got out of the Army. I had very bad experiences, very negative experiences, and art was a very helpful way for me to heal and transform myself.
Being able to help veterans like Rogers inspired Hasio to begin her own nonprofit organization called Creative Soldier. She says it is a way to help veterans face the traumas they suffer. Hasio received her doctorate in art education from UNT in 2012. She says her main purpose is not to teach the veterans how to paint better, but to help them express their feelings.
I have the red in my eyes because I guess I could have slept, but I was too scared to sleep.
Rogers says he keeps all his paintings because no one would understand them. Cinthia Campillo, NT Daily News. Maestros, padres, estudiantes y personas de gran influencia en la ciudad de Denton se reunieron recientemente en Calhoun Middle School por una causa. Esta causa es una conferencia de educación llamada Puente. El propósito era proveer a padres hispanos con información en temas que afectan a sus hijos. Ella dice, los estudios enseñan que la participación de los padres tiene mucho que ver con el nivel académico de sus hijos. Durante el día, los padres podían escoger entre diferentes sesiones para atender por toda la escuela. Entre sesiones, ellos también podían visitar las mesas de información y promoción en los pasillos. El evento puente incluyó una variedad de temas, desde la inmigración a cómo recibir un diploma de high school completamente gratis y la importancia de hablar 2 idiomas. Uno de los temas más populares fue el de inmigración. The North Texas Dream Team y Opening Doors Immigration Services estuvieron presentes para ofrecer consultas gratuitas sobre la acción diferida.
If you're an undocumented student, that doesn't mean you can't go to college.
Él dice, si eres indocumentado, no significa que no puedes ir a la universidad. Y también, si necesitas ayuda financiera, estamos promoviendo el Noriega Bill y TAFSA. Madre de 2, Zoila Prado, dice que se siente mejor ayudando a sus hijos ahora que está mejor informada.
Sí nos prepara como padres como para poder incentivar a nuestros hijos a que sí pueden lograr lo que quieren.